What's going on, YouTube? I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. Listen, fellas, you want to get your face wash, your skincare routine intact? I use Tiege Henley. It's a daily face wash with an AM, PM moisturizers with instructions in the box that's very clear on how to get it together. I know this is not something common that us men do, but it's very important that we take care of our skin. On top of that, the ladies love it. Get yourself a box of Tiege Henley. It comes in the mail, ships within a week. If you click the link in my description, you would get 40% off your first order and 20% off a lifetime. On top of that, sign up to the app and you'll get even more deals. Me, I got a special. I got the grooming kit. I was able to get my nail clippers and everything that I needed to get myself together to go outside. Tiege Henley is the way when I tell you the perfect men's skincare routine. Get yourself a box of Tiege Henley. What is going on, YouTube? YouTube, you guys are in the building. What is up? What is up? We have to instantly give a shout out to my guy Leon for the $20 super chat before I even got a chance to open my big mouth. Yo, the love is in the building. The love is in the building. What's good? What's good? D-May Moore, you in the building. What up? What up? Yo, listen, I would like to give a shout out, special shout out to Leon. Always supporting the show financially. Listen, super chatting is major for YouTubers. Why? Why, you might ask? Because it's a way that we can make sure that, let's say we start to grow the channel. We have more and more cast members on our panels. We want to make sure that we're compensating and that everyone is being taken care of. Well, Super Chats is one surefire way to do that, right? We also want to make sure that we're upgrading equipment, cameras, just making sure that we're able to eventually take this show on the road. And that's my goal. My goal is to get from this chair, get myself in an RV and travel the country, state to state, and be able to do these open conversations wherever I go. So Super Chat helps. And, Leon, special shout out to you for always supporting the channel, man. Much appreciated, much appreciated. We got D-May Moore, like I said, D-May Moore in the building, what's good? We got BMU in the building, what's good? And it was so crazy, I created a thumbnail, and I had just off the thumbnail alone, Princess Sarah says, it's good to see wicked women being exposed. Shout outs to you, Princess. So, we're going to get this show on the road. Listen, I don't really go out like that, right? But something said last night, we got an invite to hang out with some of my peoples. They was like, yo, let's do a little couples thing, right? So it's another married couple that my wife hang out with. Actually, you see her on the show. Her name is Tiara. So Tiara and her husband invited me and my wife out, and we went to, I'm not going to name the establishment due to, it is a Black-owned business. So I do not want to put it on blast. But, man, when I tell you, the customer service, Black people, what is good? Why can't we try our best when we open these restaurants and these businesses to be competitive to predominantly white businesses? Why can't we at least say, you know what? I got a restaurant. Let me make sure I hire the best waiters, best waitresses, best chefs. It could be a financial curve. I don't know, but I know when I hire, I look for character. So if you're not looking for character in the people that you hire, it's a problem. Now, my hostess, she was great, right? But the problem was the people that sat us down, the people that, initially said, okay, wait for this, and we're going to bring this to you. And man, the wait is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I went to Atlanta. I went to, y'all know Candy from, man, I don't know why I have y'all know Candy. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Anyways, I went to her restaurant out there, the OLG gang. And when I tell you, it was the worst customer service I've ever had. We waited. There was no one in the restaurant. And we literally waited an hour and a half just to be seated. Just to get a glass of water, we had to wait an extra half hour. 2.5 hours later, our food came out. And there was barely anyone there. When I tell you, Black folks, you want to really do this, do it right. And then what is the deal with trying to get rich the day one that you open your business? Everything is overpriced. Everything is overpriced. I'm like, yo, at this point, I might as well stay in my backyard and start cooking my steaks. Because damn. But either way, it was a good time hanging out with my peoples. I don't go out that often, but share in the comments your experience that y'all experience with Black-owned businesses. Anyways, we gonna start the show. Let's start the show. We gonna kick this off on some hot ghetto. Oh shit, here we go.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Out there, all boy? Ain't not shit, that's my motherfucking son.
World Star.
That's my mother. Say you don't got no business. Say you to the barbershop. I told you that. I told you that shit. 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 It's your first time.
Hey, let me go ahead and call this mama real quick and we go ahead and get to the bottom of it.
Are you going ahead and do that? And she better say the right shit, because if she don't, I'm about to get you swinging in this. Oh, God. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
So,
trying to poke you, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
so let's pause this real quick. Right? We have a overly emotional father upset with the stepdaddy for taking his kid to get a haircut. Maybe your kid just needed a haircut. What is up with you emotional men that can't get it together, that you have to now confront a man that is doing something that you're not doing for your own child? This is why, men, I do not agree with you guys being and jumping to be stepdaddy the moment you see a bad chick. Problem is this: you might have to put hands on the daddy. That does not make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me, man. It does not. It does not. He is mad at the woman and he wants her back. So he acts all out. And he acts out is all he can do. I agree with you, bro. You gotta want that woman back in order to act like that. Or something with your ego is just completely taking a hit that another man is being a man to your child. This is why women, I recommend you also watch the men that you're having these children with, right? Because this ain't cool. Let's keep going.
Ass not answering the phone, huh? Ass probably what I thought ass.
Hey, bro.
Man.
Like I told
Hey,
you.
what you
Your son is sitting in a chair and you calling his mom a thought ass.
Get him out your son.
Yeah, that's not your motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son. This shit want to be wrestling with so motherfucking bad. This shit want to be wrestling with so bad. Well, you don't even got to see how.
Hey, bro, you doing too damn. Hey, bro.
I need all this little fight.
Nigga, bro. Go on and get up out of here.
Hey, she said I answered the phone, huh?
Hey, bro. All right. I'm really showing you. You're doing too damn much.
Yeah, all right. Oh, out here. Hey, anybody get
Hey, like I said, watch your mouth for the time.
ain't your motherfucking son.
Hold on. Hey, Keisha.
Keisha.
Remember that, fellas. Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, she up here trying to take Sean with him.
Let me get a little closer. Trying to hear
What?
You ain't taking her nowhere until you pay your child support.
What? Child support? That little bitty ass shit. I can pay that shit right now on God.
Do it then.
child
Fine, slap the shit out your ass.
Hey, take that aside, man.
Hey, Keisha gonna really let this disrespect me in front of my motherfucking son? With your thought ass?
Yo, you disrespecting yourself. You see, this is the problem. These men. I really hope that no one watching my channel is into this. I did a poll the other day on my channel, right? And I wanted to see how many married men was watching me, right? So I did a survey. I did a poll of 57% of, 57 people responded to the poll. Out of 57 people, out of the 100% of the 57, roughly 52% of the people that took the poll are married, which is good. Then we have a few divorce is next, and then we have a few 304s for life. But the problem is this, right? Y'all are making these kids with these women. Y'all mad at these women because y'all don't really know who they are. Y'all didn't take the time to understand them, to understand their nature. Now, when they move on to Leroy or whatever this guy's name is, you're ready to fight him. For what? For what? Let the kid get the haircut. Tell my man, yo, all right, cool. Thank you for getting my son a haircut. So I'm gonna spend the rest of the day with him and take your son. But imagine now this little man that's sitting in the barber chair is watching his own dad gonna fight the stepdad or whatever he is, step boyfriend. For what? So what happens with this kid now is he's gonna act just like the father when he gets older. And this is the type of problems that we go through in our community over and over and over again. It's overly emotional men.
Oh, man.
Hey, call that. Hey, I'm getting my motherfucking son. We going. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my motherfucking son, man.
Bye, bro.
Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't kill my son no more. I'm gonna shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Come on, like, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right.
Oh,
Man, you
man.
gonna take him like that?
Shit out your ass.
Come on, Russell.
Yo, the only one I felt bad for in that situation was that son. That little man, yo. To have to watch his father go through that. And not for nothing, the stepdad did his thing. You know, people might say, oh, he's soft, you know, he should have popped off, he should have whatever. No. Oh, first of all, you gonna go to jail for and fight somebody that's not yours? That's crazy. That's crazy. That is wild. BMU is in the building, and he says, respect that man's boundary that may bond with his child at the barbershop, etc., etc. Right, right. You know what I'm saying? So, what I would have did, well, first of all, I ain't playing stepdad. But what I would have did is if the man came in there and said, yo, you're with my son, X, Y, and Z, I would have simply walked out. Now, what happens now, what you could tell happened here was this man, this is not the first time this happened. It's happened a few times where the father may have felt like, yo, this man is doing too much with my kid. This is when you, stepdaddy, need to exit stage left. Leave the woman alone. Because it is never worth going to jail, possibly having to put somebody in a body bag, or you ending up in a body bag because of a child that is not yours. Just to be laid up with some woman, because guess what? If she breaks up with you, what happens? You have no rights to that child. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. You can't even go to court and say, yo, I gave that woman $10,000 last week. I should be able to be in that child's life. The judge would look at you like, yo, you crazy, kid. That's your problem. It was a gift. You get no money back. You know what I'm saying? So if it was me, I'd have been out that door, out the door, out the door. Right. If me and my son like going to get cuts together and have a father and son moment, and the mom defies him, disrespects his boundaries, I agree. I agree. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop the link in a little bit. I want some different opinions throughout these topics that I'm going to share with y'all. But man, I can't like, you know, I can't imagine being this quote unquote stepdaddy and you got to deal with this. Why are you not just saying, all right, look, he's obviously in safe hands. He's with his father. I'm going to take off. I'm going to leave. The moment, fellas, the moment you get yourself in a position like this, get out. Get out. Get out. Don't sit there. Don't wait. Don't argue. Don't fight. Don't do none of that. Quint is in the building. What's good, my guy? He says, handle it like an adult. I agree. Speak with the stepfather outside, which is what should have happened. But these are overly emotional men, can't help themselves. He actually is doing what's best for the kid. His issue is with the mother. And I'm going to have to agree with that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. The issue's with the mom. It ain't with the stepdad. The problem is the stepdad's the middleman. So you in between a mother, a child, and I wouldn't even want to call him a lion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this dude is, but overly emotional man. So when you're dealing with that, that man will put you in the dirt and not even think about it. Because if he could act like that in front of your son, in front of his own son, that man will do anything because he feels violated. Anything because he feels violated. So fellas, think twice before you run and play stepdaddy. Think twice. Think twice. Because these situations, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Trying to tell you, take it from a 42-year-old man when I try to tell you, it's never worth it. Anyways, we going to keep it pushing. We going to keep it pushing on to the next video that I got for y'all.
A real man is. He is sticking by me, whether I cheated or not, which I did, but it's okay. We are still making it work.
Shout out. Oh, hold on.
One big happy family. As you know, we have other children together. So everyone's going to be brother and sister.
Shout out to JR. Shout out to JR Wisdom. If you are not subscribed to JR, go ahead and subscribe. He is not short of subscribers, but I watch him all the time. Great content, JR. Thank you for this one.
No separation on my end. Because let me tell you something. As a man, I was brought up to stick by your woman no matter what. Listen, we're not doing no separation. We in this together.
And let them know, good women cheat, good men cheat. Hey, everyone cheats. It was hard for you, but it's hard for me. Those boys, they have nobody. You were there. You know how depressed I was. We're not going to break that up over a mistake.
That's why, although I'm hurt, but I'm not stepping out.
We are going to have another child.
And
And we are going to continue to bring more into this world.
when I first found out that she cheated, but it hurt me, man. Like, you know, it was like get punched to the chest.
It's okay. Get your words together. They understand.
I took it like a man.
The things dudes do to keep their marriage or to keep the woman or the
Yo, hold on. We got to rewind that real quick. So I'm going to break this video down bit by bit because damn, some of these dudes, man.
This is what a real man is. He is sticking by me.
So let's talk about that. One way a woman will shame you is by constantly saying what a real man would do. How would they know what a real man is? A real man has boundaries, right? A real man has integrity. A real man knows when to kick people out of his life because they no longer serve him any justice. A real man would never let a woman disrespect him to the point where you are actually sleeping with other men, entertaining other men. It's time to go. But women will shame you and say you are not a real man if you don't deal with whatever they throw your way. So let's continue.
I cheated or not, which I did, but it's okay. We are still making it work. We are going to be one big happy family. As you know, we have other children together. So everyone's going to be brother and sister.
So this woman has kids with another man during their marriage.
No separation on my end. Because let me tell you something. As a man, I was brought up to stick by your woman no matter what. Listen, we're not doing no separation. We in this.
He probably grew up in New York somewhere. Maybe I'm gonna want to say Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna want to say Brooklyn just because of the type of bullshit that he's talking right now.
Together.
And let them know, good women cheat, good men cheat. Hey, everyone cheats. It was hard for you, but it's hard for me. Those boys, they have nobody. You were there. You know how depressed.
Look at his face. That is a face of depression. He feels lost. He's stuck. He does not know what to do. He is getting ran over and ramsacked by that queen next to him. Man, you said it right. He's a loser.
I was. We're not going to break that up over a mistake.
That's why, although I'm hurt, but I'm not stepping out.
We are going to have another child. And we are going to continue to bring more into this world.
When I first.
You even know what you see, here's the problem, right? This is why I say, men, stop giving 304s the time of day. Because the problem is that y'all get with these women and then they run all over you. You have no idea when a woman is sleeping with a man the moment she gets pregnant, if it's yours or not. The problem is that she can easily do this to you. And then unless you are like, yo, I'm getting a DNA test immediately, you have no idea if it's yours or not. So this is why I tell men, stop dealing with women that makes bad decisions in their past. It's crazy. It's crazy. My man, Distinguished Professor, he is in the building. He says, no way in hell. She definitely controls this relationship. Totally agree with you. My God, we got another super chat in the building. What up, what up? My guy, Quint is in the building. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. My bad. My bad, Quint. Quint sends a $20 super chat. He says, this fool lets her calling him a real man keep him there. He probably can't make it on his own. The likelihood is no. But the likelihood is, though, Quint, he's probably taking care of her. But some of these men are indoctrinated with this, yo, women above everything. Women are queens, goddesses, and they put them on this crazy pedestal, and the man is underneath them. So they'll take care of a woman, they'll pay all their bills. Come on, man. We grew up around what? Babyface, I'll pay your rent, I'll buy your clothes, I'll cook your dinner too, soon as I get home from work. That bullshit. So just the fact that we know that that's how they get down is a problem. Damn, GNT. Yo, my fault, son. I didn't mean that. I did not. Wrong button, son. Wrong button. I was moving too fast. But yo, it's crazy, crazy. Good looking for the $20 super chat. Much appreciated. Supporting the channel, supporting the channel, supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? He definitely about to cheat. You can see it in his face. I don't know, my guy. The problem with these type of dudes is they get ran over all the time. And they just keep dealing with it. Even if he cheated, she won't care. You know why? Because she don't even respect that dude. She letting him know, like, I cheated. Oh, well, it happens. No, it don't just happen. I hate when people call cheating a mistake. It's not a mistake. It shit don't just happen. You put yourself in a position to do it. Anyone, you do not just fall off of a bed and land on somebody's salami. It does not work like that. So, the likelihood is she's going to have another baby with another man, and he's just going to keep taking care of these kids until he's old and gray. And then the kids are going to go off and they're going to do a DNA test. They're going to want to find out who their real dad is because he was a real man, right? Now they're going to want to find out who their real daddy is when they turn 25. And then he's going to be old and gray and in a grave, and he won't even get flowers. The likelihood is that's what's going to end up happening, right? Wrong, he's not going to cheat because he can't. She is the best he can do. I'm going to want to agree with that one. That is the best he can do. And you can see it on his face. This is a man of the...
Found out that she cheated, but it hurt me, man. Like,
Look, let's rewind that real quick. That is a man.
And we are going to continue to bring more into this world.
when I first found out that she cheated, but it hurt me, man. Like, you know, it was like get punched to the chest.
It's okay. Get your words together. They understand.
But I took it like a man.
Yo, hold up. That was pain. You saw that? That was pain. I
But it
felt
hurt me, man.
punched.
Like, you know, it was like get punched to the chest.
It's okay. Get your words together. They understand.
But I took it like a man.
The things dudes do to keep their marriage or to keep the woman or to keep Pookie on the outside from dealing with the woman even though she's going to.
It's crazy. JR, 100% right. 100% right. So, now we're going to continue on with the show. We are going to continue on with this show. We got some foolery for you. What is going on in America? I have no idea. But let's move on to the next segment. So we have a new way for women to work out their vaginas. I don't know if they're putting Fabuloso in it, but let's figure this
Starting
one
to
out.
worry again. What class is this? What are y'all learning how to do in this class? How much is this class? Where's this class located and who the fuck is the teacher? I want to know who is teaching y'all how to suck juice up. Never mind. Never mind. Never the fuck mind.
Yo, that looks like purple Fabuloso. I don't know. But what's going on in America, yo? Is this even America? What is going on, period? What is going on in the world? Why is this even a thing? And who the hell thought about this?
I'm starting to worry again. What class is this? What are y'all learning how to do in this class? How much is this class? Where's this class located and who the fuck is the teacher? I want to know who is teaching y'all how to suck juice up. Never mind. Never mind. Never the fuck mind.
Oh man, yo, definitely the fair skinned folk. Wild. What is going on? What is going on, man? This is not normal. This is not normal. I'm really trying to figure out are we in the matrix? Like, is this a real world that we live in? You know what I'm saying? Or is this just some type of like artificially inseminated universe that we're forced to kind of have to go to day? Because what the fuck is happening? Where you gotta actually put Fabuloso in your vagina to do a workout. I guess it's vagina workout. I don't know. Ladies, please, if y'all know anything about this, please drop it in the comment section. What is this about? Yo, chill, son. Chill, son. All right. Next topic, we are going to talk about the sexy reds of the world. And I'm with this woman 150%.
I hate that girl. I hate her. I wish somebody would make a diss record against her ass. I think I'm about to write a diss. I don't like that bitch. I don't like her at all. Like, she be single-handedly playing in y'all face. And I said to myself, who the fuck is her fan base? This is why I hate when y'all listen to her music. Like, y'all keep saying, like, yeah, man, but the beat hit. I don't give a fuck how much a motherfucking hit. Let me tell you something. Every time I hear that bitch in my motherfucking car, I turn her shit off because I know she detrimental to the black community. I know she motherfucking influencing young girls to pop they pussy open for a baby. I know that's what that bitch doing. And in the same breath, she's influencing these young girls to be ratchet, nasty, and trifling. And then she's telling y'all that y'all got carpet hair. So not only is she's influencing y'all to do that, but she's also insulting y'all at the same time. I hate that bitch. I promise you. I hate the fact that social media make everybody famous. I hate this. That's why every time I see one of my sisters going in on that bitch, I repost, share, like, comment as much as I motherfucking can. As much as I can. If y'all women up here got younger girls, okay, and within their teenage years, please talk to your girls. Please talk to your teenagers about this bitch. Make sure you tell them that this is not the way to go, because that's her fan base. Because everybody that I talk to don't really like her. So I be trying to figure out who is her fan base. It's these younger girls. It's these younger girls with fan. She is going to tear y'all daughter's self-esteem down. Keep fucking letting your daughter listen to this. I'm finna say some crazy shit. Keep letting your daughter listen to this bitch and see what happens. She gonna tear your daughter's self-esteem down piece by piece. Sexy Red is making a mockery out of black girls' hair and saying it looks like carpet and saying that it's unattractive, along with turning your daughter into whores. I hate this bitch with everything in me.
Yo, I'm so chilling. The building was goody.
What up?
My
What's going on, everybody?
God.
Yes, indeed.
Popping, man. Yo, he in the house today, man. Talk to me. What's up, man?
So I'm listening to her, and I'm like, well, what's the difference between Sexy Red and her?
You
Talk
know, to me, man.
Ladies always like to get on platforms and start talking and saying all this stuff. Oh, Sexy Red this, Sexy Red that. But before Sexy Red, it was you. You were tearing up the black women in the community. You were destroying the daughters. Let's find out how many kids you got. See, it's the same across the board. There's different levels of horrors and hoism and all that stuff. Different levels of it. You got Sexy Red who's making music and literally telling women, giving them a dusty path to follow. And then you got chicks who ain't making no money and they're giving their daughters a dusty path to follow. But yet they're getting mad at the chick who making money doing the same thing that she doing. It's just, man, stop it. Who you fronting with and who you trying to lie to? You ain't getting no support over here.
So the biggest thing that you would say is more on the lines of women denouncing her, but because it's almost like you're pretty much saying essentially that, women that try to denounce it, but still kind of promote
Do
a
it.
different type of lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
they're out there not really, encouraging the best of women.
They not. So that's why it falls on deaf ears when it comes to me. You're sitting up here saying, let's denounce Sexy Red. Why are you denouncing her? Because I'm not seeing anything out here in real life that shows that these women are actually trying to do something better than what Sexy Red is actually doing. Like they always hating on a chick who making money from something. Let a chick make some clothes. She got a clothing line. Oh, don't support her. She you know how women do. They'll come and slice another chick's throat if that chick is getting some money or she getting some status or whatever. But they turn around and do the same shit. Same thing. They out there busting it wide open for anybody who got some type of status. If they with the other video, the video with the dude with the kids, man. This dude chick cheated on him, and then he look at his face. This man's face was like crying. He got to sit up there and mentally
I was
play
pain.
gymnastics with himself and say, yeah, she had another, another penis inside her, but I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. She loves me.
Yo,
She
why you
came
gotta
back to
use
me.
why you gotta use the slave voice for, man?
Yeah, because that's what he is. He a slave to the only option that he can get. And it's sad. That man, I'm me personally, I don't think it's healthy. I really don't think it's healthy because after a while, like I've been in those shoes. I was with a woman. Shit, my wife cheated on me, and I had to do mental gymnastics to be okay with it. But truth be told, I was never okay with it. And then,
So
like,
when your wife cheated, did you stayed in the relationship for a while?
shit, towards the end, you know what I'm saying? It was the marriage was basically over. I'm sitting up there trying to piecemeal that thing together. I'm like, man, this is the best I could do. I don't want to be without her. Oh my God, bitch don't need me. So I'm trying to hold that thing together, like for real. And you know what I'm saying? When you know that your woman done stepped out on you, man, it's never the same. It's never the same. And you got to sit up there and lie to yourself. Lie to yourself. And what I want guys to understand is, man, you should never be in a position to where you got to lie to yourself. If a woman disrespects you, I don't care if it's one time, you need to learn how to be consequential. If you're not consequential, then the next woman's going to do the same thing to you. And then the next, and then the next. Learn how to be consequential. Because see, what I know now today, had I knew, you know what I'm saying, in that marriage, when I found out that happened to me, it would have been over. It would have been a wrap. I don't care if the marriage was already over and we on our way out. So it would have been like, deuces. There was too many things that I did in that situation that put the barrel of the gun right at my forehead. Too many things. And see, now I know. Now I know. And that's why I'm out here running these bars through the mud, boy, because they can't do nothing to me. I got the leverage.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Listen. Men, I agree. Fellas need, this is why it's important for us to have, to talk to other men.
Yep.
To have a strong male circle around you, men that are about something. Because I get it. Not all of us have or was raised in the perfect dynamics, the best situation to where it could teach us and give us that knowledge that we need to be men. So we tend to get indoctrinated, especially of a more liberal mindset when you grew up in bigger cities. They're huge with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you literally would put the, woman above you. That's just how it is.
It is.
So when you're out of order, right? When you don't look at it like God, yourself, the woman, the child, when you're out of order, you tend to take anything. And that's the biggest problem I see with men today.
And that's true. Like, take this young woman right here on the screen. Light skin, you know what I'm saying? She, to me, she look a little rough around the edges. But there are some fellas out there that be like, God damn, red bone. Pop that thing up with a biscuit. See, ladies like her, they know the deal. They know, all right, I need some dudes on my team. I need to drum up some options because really I ain't got none out here. So let me go in here and go on attack on Sexy Red because I know men don't like her. So I'm gonna go on the internet and say I disown Sexy Red. They are messing up the community, blah 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 blah. She trying to appeal to the men. She trying to get some options. That's what she doing. Guys don't see it. Y'all need to understand how women are. If you don't know how
with me though, it's more of an agreement, right? Because it's not that I even really care about what she's saying. More than damn, that's the same way I feel. I actually, me and my guy Mo and his wife went out last night, and we brought this conversation up about Sexy Red, and I was like, yo, that she's a problem, and the mindset of the wife was that she's not a monolith, right? It's not like she is who the average Black woman is. So just because you could look at a Sexy Red and the Sexy Reds of the world doesn't mean that another Black woman should be looked at the same. Now, do I agree with that? I agree with that, but it's not reality, right? If you go to France, all they know about the American Black, not just Black women, because there's African women in France, there's all of that, right? But if you go to France and you represent the American Black woman, they look at you as the Sexy Reds. Now, the problem is, talk to those women talk to Black women that go to those countries, and you'll see their experience on how people and men treat them. They talk down to them. They try to sleep with them because they feel like, yo, y'all are easy. American women are easy. Y'all are 304s. Y'all give it up for nothing. So you do become a monolith when it comes down to the greater picture. Now, if you just stay in your little American bubble, yes, you're good. And we're just talking about to Black men. We could decipher you as different to someone else. But then walk into an Asian store and watch how they'll treat you. They'll treat you as the ratchet chick that the majority of American Black women present themselves as. Not even the majority. They're the minority. But the problem is they're the loudest ones. So we don't know who's who. How could we tell the difference between a woman that don't act like that and a Sexy Red when they dress the same, they wear the same eyelashes, same hair colors, long claws, they do it all. So you can't tell who's who. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the problem is.
And I would say this. I would say this to
hold on one second. No captivity. What is good, my God? Salute. You in the building. Yo, we got to put in work one day, man. When you go live, please shout me out. I did put on all notifications so that way I could check out when you go live, man. I would love to tap in. And you could always feel free to tap in on this channel as well, my guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I was gonna say this. So I was at Margaritas last night. You know what I'm saying? Out here in Portsmouth, it's heavily populated by Caucasian women. And they put on Meg Thee Stallion, Sexy Red. They were playing it, right? They were playing it in the bar. And every single one of them white women in there knew the lyrics to it. They're sitting up there singing it and then doing the dances and everything. I mean, I'm over there face palming myself and like, oh my God, man. It's like a sea of Karens and Becky's, man, just out here dancing.
Talking about my booty hole, bro.
Yeah. And it's just really weird. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. This stuff, like this form of media, it spreads to everybody, but it's messed up because it sticks. It sticks
to the
Black women, and it's really messed up. You got the ladies out there; they all harbor these same sentiments, but yet it's the Black women who, unfortunately, gets the bad rep. It's because it sticks to her, and they sometimes, not even sometimes, damn near all the time, they reinforce that image. They really do. Where other groups, they go out here and when they're in public, yeah, I know other groups, other nations, they ratchet. They got some ratchet traits to them, but it's not sticking to them. They can go out here and hold their head up high and not have to worry about being compared to Sexy Red or Meg Thee Stallion or some random thought on a porno video.
Right.
That's
it's just the way of the world. It is what it is. We had to deal with the stigma of the Black male image being tarnished between gangster rap, back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. We had to deal with that stigma, right? Where it's almost like, yo, you saw a Black man. Literally, I remember standing up in Massachusetts in front of the DMV. And this was back in probably 2003. And every white woman that walked about past me and my crew clutched their purse real tight or they just straight up cross the street. There's no way I'm gonna walk past them because they are going to rob me. Now times have changed, right? I
Right.
would be talking to some of my guys, and we might just stand up somewhere just to chop it up. But we're not dressed like that. We don't have our pants down, the hat backwards. We ain't got no big baggy white tees on. So our image got cleaned up. Now the white woman, the white men, the Asian women, all the other races are starting to accept, and not saying who cares if they accept us or not, right?
Yeah.
But we got to look at it. Reality in the world is that we live with them. You know what I'm saying? So we work amongst them. We are around other people. We don't live in Africa where it's primarily black folk.
Right.
So we can't say we can't denounce them all because we work with them. We live around them. It is what it is.
Right.
So we cleaned it up. So we have to fix our image by denouncing that. That's not all black men. That's not all of us. As opposed to our sisters now that get looked at as easy everywhere they go because of the music.
Right. And see, and to I guess I want to kind of touch on this real quick. So like with the black men, our image, people judge us based on how we, act, how we conversate, how we carry ourselves, how we dress, stuff like that. They don't look at us as a monolithic group. Not anymore. They once did.
Not anymore.
So
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. And when it comes to the women, though, unfortunately, they're now getting that monolithic stamp on them because they, like I said, they keep reinforcing these things. Like it don't matter how well they dress or what professional job they have. We got our Atlanta judges in a club. Baby, you a judge and you in a club.
That's the main event. So we're gonna talk about that.
Damn, my bad. My bad, but I follow
we gonna touch
all
it.
of that stuff. My ears is to the ground when it comes to paying attention to like my black female, like government officials, judges, lawyers, and you look at them, watch them. They are literally behaving like the sexy
They had
red.
one on the beach twerking. She was actually on a handstand twerking last year. This is what I'm saying. And she was part of I forgot what brand she was in.
That was
it was out there in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, it's just, and I'm trying to tell these ladies, I'm like, y'all don't understand. When I said it on, what was it, 2 Sundays ago, I said, now this is the time for the punishment for your behavior. It is. Guys will now have the leverage over you, even the dusty dudes. They are going to have the leverage over you. There's nothing you can do to escape your past. There's nothing you can do to escape the image that you created for yourself. It's done.
The only thing and you see, just like how we cleaned up our image, right? Where we're more accepted in the world. Black women have a chance. The problem is that they have to start denouncing it. That's why I'm not necessarily mad that this young lady came up and said, you know what, I denounced that. This chick is nasty. And I'm promoting women that denounce it as well. So I'm not necessarily mad at her because that shit has got to go. When they stop the Suki Hanas of the world, the sexy reds, when they stop making it look like this is who black women are, because remember, NWA was huge in the 90s, right? And their music was very vulgar with the gangster rap, right? Not only them, we had thousands of gangster rappers, right? Until I think what really changed our image was the backpack rap. That was the Kanye West of the world. When it was like, yo, you come in, you don't got to dress that way. You can look like a homeless man, but you don't got to look like you're going to go to jail for committing, 5 bodies today. That image changed us up. Where now, because music is a major influence on society.
Right. And then
just...
saying, and then watch the people who control the music. And that's right. So we got different phases in hip hop. Hip hop literally it communicates to the public. It really does.
Right.
At first, like it changes by the way we speak, changes by phrases we use, how we dress. Remember back in the day, we used to rock the Aberex jackets, the racing jackets with the Eminem logo on it, stuff like that. The college jackets. Think about the things that we were talking about then in the NWA era. you know, that form of hip hop, gangster rap and stuff. You know, all of it changed how we behaved in our communities. It really did.
Right.
And
But
now
I remember literally being in New York and when that song Annie Up came out. You remember that song?
My
Yo,
MOP.
if you was gonna go and rob somebody, I'm listening to MOP, putting that in my headphones, son, and I'm getting myself riled up. And your pockets is done because I'm gonna take everything in it. And MOP encouraged me to do it.
Yeah, that was my basketball song. I used to get hype and play ball. I used to be on the court, man. That was my favorite hooping song, man. Because I'm gonna get out there, man. I'm definitely gonna have them dudes. Oh, I'm gonna run them ragged on the court, man. Ernie up, jerk that fool. I'm gonna rock this, man. Give me that ball, fool.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's real. That's real. So you with me for a little bit? I can move on to the next topic. You staying here, right?
I'm with you, brother. I'm here. I'm here.
My God. All right, so we're gonna jump on to the next topic. Here we go. We have a wife that cheated on her husband with her work husband. His work husband.
Pay attention.
Pay full attention. Pay full attention. Let's get into the video, y'all. Let's get into the video.
I'd never fathomed the thought of leaving my husband, because you don't do that in our culture, in our community. You don't leave. So that was never a question. So that was when I'm finding myself in this between a rock and a hard place, you know, and I'm just making bad decisions over and over again. But I'm just trying to alleviate this feeling of discomfort that I've made this decision in this marriage, and I feel like it was the wrong one.
So you were willing to stay in this unhappy marriage for the rest of your life because
I was
culture?
willing. Yeah, I was willing to stay. Yeah. And honestly, I think if I did, I may have taken my own life.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yo, let's talk about let's break this down step by step, because I'm gonna keep playing it, but we're gonna go over it little by little. The problem, I believe, is we hand women so many excuses for bullshit that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's basically like, oh, you know, I'm gonna kill myself if I stay in this marriage. If you listen to the whole interview, and I recommend everyone go to Off the Record, right? Fair use, by the way, fair use. But I recommend everyone go to Off the Record and listen to this. Listen to her interview. You know, all in all, she had a good man. She ruined her relationship because of her feelings. And then the co-worker or whatever it is, the work husband, was giving her the feelings that she wasn't feeling from her husband. What do you think about that, Mike?
I mean, fellas, the proof is in the pudding, all right? There's one thing you will never be able to compete with, and that is a woman's emotions. She act on her feelings. That's how they decide things. That's how they make decisions. That's how the wind blows with them. If they feel a certain way, yeah, buddy, it's about to go down. And when it comes to work, like, look, at my place of employment, I'm looking at all these Dominicans, these Spanish ladies. They got husbands, they got boyfriends, but when they come to work, they got a bunch of husbands at work. They got a bunch of them. I see it every day. The work husband thing is no joke. And if you a man that is really not, and fellas, how you shut that crap off, how you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you how you shut it off, man. How you shut that off is when you're dealing with a woman, man, you got to make sure that you being productive, you do not slack off. You have to be on a steady trend upward. If you should ever go down even an inch, a smidgen, and I'm talking about in your performance as a man, your woman is constantly watching it. And the moment it changes or shift and it goes down in her eyes, she's like, oh, I feel I got to cheat on this nigga.
Here's how it goes, because I think the modern women, I do believe, is different, right? It's not like a woman who is straight up like, I'm with my man because he's super productive. These women are looking at things as, okay, he's working a lot, and I'm at home. I'm a stay-at-home wife. I'm bored. One of the women that cheat the most will be a stay-at-home wife. The man that's super productive, he's out all the time, but she's bored. So
I don't know.
she's sleeping with the pool guy. She's sleeping with the, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It happens. It happens a lot.
I know it does.
A lot.
But it's due to who that man is. All right, everybody, let's take Deontay Wilder for an example. Deontay Wilder wife now is she planning her escape. Once his performance started to tank, once he got that ass dusted off in the ring, she already started planning her moves, y'all. This is how women are. All right. This does not speak on who he is as a man. It doesn't speak on what he did within the household. But what it does speak to is the moment your performance should ever take a dive. I don't care what you're doing. You could be a mathematician, you could be a teacher, you could be a pro athlete, an actor. As soon as your performance as who you are takes a dive in here,
so
how they are, that's when they're going to start to react.
And I agree with you. I do believe that's a major part of it.
Oh yeah.
But the other part that I see to it, what happens as well is, you'll have these women, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll get with a guy because they're not really attracted to him.
Mm-hmm.
But his productivity, his performance is attractive.
Oh yeah.
Right. So they deal with it for the first year. They deal with it for the second year. They might even push a third year out of it. Right. Then after the third year, I wasn't, as the woman would say, I wasn't even really attracted to him anyway. Here comes Rico Suave. He's not even nearly as productive as your husband.
Mm-hmm.
But they're sleeping with that guy because that's who they're really attracted to. So this is why me personally, I believe if you get with a woman, you got to make sure she is head over heels about you before you even start dealing with her. Because relying strictly on productivity with a lot of these women today is it's crazy.
I would agree. I would say I would like to use an example too of that. Damn, it was just in my head about that too, man. And it just it is eluding me. But I'm going to agree with you. Being just productive isn't it. You got to have other things in check. You know what I'm saying? Being an actual man is another thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be consequential. You got to be able to tell a woman no. And most important, fellas, you need to learn how to break a broad. Straight up. If you don't know how to break a broad, man, just leave dating alone. Don't get married. Just leave them alone. So get some snatch anytime you can. But other than that, if you don't know how to break a broad, sit your ass down. Just sit down. Because they will run the tables on you. Straight up. I break broad.
Right.
I break them.
He said, I'll break them. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let's continue with the video.
That's deep. I wasn't expecting you to go there. Did you consider what did you think was going to happen by you saying the truth?
What I'm going to say is going to sound really bad. I got to a point I needed relief. It was too much. The back and forth. He's asking me questions. I got to a point I was like, do you know what? Let me just tell him what's happened, because all the lying and hiding and sneaking, because it came in form of questions, He clocked that I was using my Oyster card to tap in and tap out certain stations. So he's asked me, where were you on this day when I'd come home late from work? And I'd be like, oh.
What do you mean he saw your Oyster cards? How did he see your Oyster cards?
So I didn't know that basically. Okay, I used to use my bank card as my Oyster. I didn't know that on the TFO website, if you enter the bank details, you can actually see all the journeys that bank card
So he entered
made.
your bank details in.
Yeah. It was interesting because he would always say, oh, my friend Blue saw you. My friend Blue. Blue was Oyster card.
Let's talk about the work husband. Obviously, this is a phrase that we hear all the time, and it's usually said in quite a jovial way. Oh, that's just my work husband.
Fair use.
But girl, you took it. You actually consummated that work relationship.
Yeah.
And took it all the way there. So how did it go from an innocent, oh, he's just everything I want, he's a bit of fun, to you now being in an entanglement as a married woman with your work husband? Talk me through that.
It was the fastest slippery slope I've ever been on.
Wow.
Ever. The time span is literally
And she will do it again, y'all.
November and December.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
She's going to do it again.
Yeah, because we met in September when I had finished mat leave.
Peep the tattoos as well.
Nothing had been cultivated at first, and then October half term kind of happened. And I remember thinking, I kind of miss work. But why do I miss work? I just miss this person. I made that relationship about him. but I should have made it about me. He was revealing what I was missing inside. He represented the parts of me that I had lost. So for example, I said I'm a dancer. I used to be in a dance group in my church. We stopped dancing after a while. And so you can imagine I've got married, I've become a mum. I've not danced for years. This guy, we go out as a group of us, he starts doing leg work. I'm seeing leg work for the first time. And I'm like, what's that? Like, I was introduced to Burna.
And this is the thing. She is not saying anything about her husband being non-productive, whatever. She's just bored. And she wasn't really into that dude to begin with.
I'm gonna tell you what she's saying. I'm paying attention to her, and I hear exactly what she's saying. She's talking about the level of interest. Fellas, you have to know how to make a woman interested in you. If you don't know how to make a woman interested in you, ooh, it's off to the races. Katie bought a door. She gonna go and find the person that's making her interested. Like, look, here's the thing, fellas. You step out into a bar, not even a bar, anywhere in a public setting. How do you compete against the other guys that are there? I know how. You need to make yourself stand out. What for me? Talking about my pilot's license. That puts me above damn near 95% of the motherfuckers in the room because they got driver's license. You know what I'm saying? I can go to Florida and take a plane over to Jamaica for a breakfast or whatever with a young lady. That makes you interesting. Listen to what she's saying. She's talking about this dude leg work. Keep breaking down. He's interesting. He's exciting.
Oh, you stupid.
Women react to that. You know what I'm saying? They react to that. They need that. That shit just
But you know, but then sometimes after you're in a marriage for so long, you could have been that guy to begin with, right? Now, I don't think he was though. But sometimes in these marriages, right, you could have been that guy that was giving off the leg work, right? You could have been that guy with the pilot license. You could have been that guy that was extra. Then here comes another guy that may, remind her of something so small from her past. That's like, I could relate with you. And just that bullshit alone will be the whole reason why she ends up with that damn face. Look at that face.
I know that face look messed up. I ain't want to say no more.
Sorry, Ma. No shot to you. I'm not attacking you, Miss Lady. But
I'm about to because them have to be lying, man. I'm gonna say this. Them have to be lying. Like I honestly, and this ain't no dig to none of the ladies. I'm just telling y'all straight up. And I've said it on this show on Sundays plenty of time. I don't listen to nothing y'all say. I analyze what you say, and then I pick out the real truth based on the things that you say. Like, come on, man. This lady right now, she wasn't really interested in her husband. Now, I'm gonna pay attention to more things that she was saying, because here's the thing. Her husband did not make other men look like a risk. Hear me again, y'all. He failed at making the competition outside not look like a risk. It is your job to make other people look like a risk when you're now taking care of a woman. If you don't make the outside individuals look like a risk, she gonna test it. She is. That's just how they are. A lot of people want to sit there and lie to themselves, even women, even the dudes. Yes, yo chick. Yes, yo aunt. Yes, yo sister. They are all like this. And if you fail at making the stuff on the outside look like a risk, oh boy.
Right.
But yeah,
like my man Quint said, he said from the leg work to the bed work. That's exactly how it went. She's just a 304. Her husband doesn't do anything wrong. And I'm gonna agree. He probably was the man who he's always been. And it was just not getting her moisturized. So because of that, she got moist for the work husband. Let's continue with it.
And a boy. So it's not just music again and dancing again. It's also African music. And my ex is Caribbean. Do you get it? So again, I'm seeing parts of myself that I have not been in touch with for a long time, but I made it that he was so amazing rather than, no, this is revealing something missing inside of you. So now I'm going to look for what I'm missing in my life in this person rather than finding that fulfillment in other places. Like,
and is that because you were obviously at a huge deficit in your marriage?
Deficit.
Okay.
Deficit, yeah. I just felt like I'd gone so long without being noticed. And I remember there was one comment that, the guy...
Hold on. Everybody, I want y'all to just, all right, listen to this lady. Listen to her. And when my brother Professor at? Professor, I'm gonna talk about your lady. Goddamn Tia Mary. Every woman does this when they break the covenant of a marriage with a man who did nothing wrong, a man who literally poured out his heart, poured out his finances, did everything by the books. They'll go on a world tour, telling everything, all the disgusting wrong things that they did to their man, and then they'll tell you that the man didn't do anything wrong, but the man is always quiet. Like take Tia Mary's husband. What's the brother name that she divorced? What's his name? Corey.
Man, what's his Corey Hardrick?
Right.
I forgot.
He just now finally broke his silence after they've been divorced for a little over a year and some change or something like that. She's been on TV, on Instagram, on Twitter, talking about everything under the sun, everything. And guess what? She ain't happy. She still ain't happy. She miserable. But that brother Corey, guess what he said? He said in that situation, nobody gave two F's about him. Nobody cared about the man at all. They just expect the man. We just supposed to take it. And he gonna ride off just like that. I was just about to talk about her. I'm a man professor. Yeah. So, these ladies go on these shows and just start, they basically lying. It's a bunch of babble. Oh, I had to find myself and I saw things and I was making him feel amazing and I was missing things. No, stop. We not hearing you. You need more people. We don't believe you.
Don't believe you.
All right. We don't believe you. All right. You can tell that story to the simp ass dudes, but the men who now get in the picture, who are now seeing the writings on the wall, yeah, nah, baby, you need more people. We don't believe you. You full of shit.
Right.
Carry on. Yeah.
Right. Facts. We're gonna listen to a little bit more of this bullshit before we move on to the main event.
Bullshit.
I made, and I remember we were walking and talking, and I was like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And he was like, "I just want to take you somewhere and just watch the wind blow through your hair."
Clap them draws.
Like, who says that? Haven't I never said that?
Don't you feel like because you're not getting that at home, everything that this man says is just heightened?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think that he was actually saying sweet things, or you just weren't getting that at home?
Absolutely. It's a double-edged sword, I feel. I wasn't getting it at home, but he was also chatting sweet nothings because, I will be honest, when I started teaching, I was deemed as, oh my gosh, she's an attractive teacher. There was a lot of buzz around me at that school. So I think he just wanted to be a part of that buzz and just wanted to just get in there and have his piece, and
why do you got to get your cheeks clapped out, break up a whole happy home with your husband and all that for you to realize that all these motherfuckers is doing is run a game? All they trying to do is clap cheeks. So he gonna tell you whatever it takes. But these women are, and you know what? I'm not even gonna act like I understand what it is to be a woman, right? Because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because they get swindled out their drawers all the time and then turn around and say, I was manipulated. No, you wanted to hear that crap. So he gave you what you wanted to hear. Now you basically are trying to blame him and your husband for why you cheated.
I need to know, who was this work husband? She said she was a teacher, right? Now, this work husband, was he the superintendent?
Probably the janitor.
The principal. No, can't be. It can't be. It has to be somebody either with a status higher than her own. It has to be. That's why I'm hoping that she tells us who this guy is. What was his position if he was a work husband? Because I need to know. Because it is a possibility. It could be. Where I work at, I don't. These dusty chicks, they be dealing with some dusty dudes. He work here with you. You only make like $19 an hour, so he ain't making no bread. You guys on the production floor, y'all ain't making shit. Now, if you were messing with somebody with a blue hat, then I know you're trying to elevate yourself. So that's why I want to know, who was the guy that she was kicking it with? Was it just a regular teacher? Was it the superintendent? Was it the principal? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because women react to status. You know what I'm saying? If they are amongst a guy, look, I'm gonna call it like it is. A lot of work husbands tend to be supervisors, managers. They're always above the woman who works.
One level above. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because status dictates how women act, man. It just do. Yeah, after this show, I'm gonna go to the food truck thing that we got out here, man. I swear to God, I should put my cell phone on, man, show y'all how I do, man. I'm gonna just pull out one of my bank cards or one of my cards or something, one of these credit cards that has a status attached to it. I want y'all to see how these ladies act. They not stupid. They watch they look at the watch you got on your wrist. They look at what's in your wallet, and then they pounce. They act. They just do. These women ain't stupid. And then when they get them butt cheeks gripped and they get them draws flip flop and they find out they have game ran them, then they run back to the husband, man.
He manipulated me.
He manipulated me.
He told me everything I wanted to, and it's your fault because you should have been more attentive. And you
exactly. Fellas, listen, man. And I said this on the last show, man. Don't come to the show and don't listen and pay attention to what we're telling you. We're giving you the ammunition that you need to defend yourself out here. Trust me. Look, I've been a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of the women, man, and the beauty. And I was married for 20 plus years. And I was a stepdaddy. I'm a victim, y'all. I'm a reformed stepdaddy. All right?
Reformed stepdaddy.
I will never go out here and do that again.
I don't think we need to hear any more of this bullshit because we kind of touched on every topic with it. So
and she keep making ugly faces.
Yeah, I can't even get a good pause, yo. Every pause looks like that. This is a pretty woman with a rested face. Yeah, she is. But the moment she starts to talk, that happens. Yo, let's move on to the main event, man. My God, it's great. All right. Hold on. Here we go. Time for the main event.
For what? I wasn't cuffed. I wasn't with the Adidas. Shut the fuck up. You look like a nigga who was trying to eat before and I never let him. Relax. Shut the fuck up and stop touching me. Don't. Yeah, stop touching me. Get the fuck out from me. Stop touching. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me.
You're preventing
Take
that.
me. I could give a damn. Take me where you want to take me.
So how do you want me to take you somewhere expeditiously?
Now. Take me where you want to take me. No! Just let that nigga run on the female. No, he just touched me. Everything for no reason. Let it fucking go. Let it fucking go. Let it fucking go. Let it fucking go.
That's a cop.
And that's on me.
This is just
shit. No, I didn't. I don't punch niggas.
You're gonna get
No.
Ma'am.
Take me where you want to take me.
I can't take
No,
you. I don't
take
have any
me.
identification on
And
you.
I don't care. You don't need the identification. You have
I
locked
do.
people up and you have picked up dead bodies when you don't know who bodies it was, but you picked them up. Take me where you need to take me.
Crying is coming up in her
No,
voice.
take me where you need to take me immediately,
You
expeditiously.
don't want to give her ID.
You're preventing
Take
that.
me. I could give a damn. Take me where you want to
So
take me.
how do you want me to take you somewhere
now.
expeditiously?
Now. Take me where you want to take me.
See, and this is the problem, right? This is the problem. I had a problem because there was an Instagram, a post on IG that I got from this neighborhood, whatever, one of those, that website, Neighborhood Talk. Right?
Yeah.
And one of the comments said, this is not the whole story. The whole story was there was a woman fighting a man outside of the club, right? A woman got into it with the man, which was that woman that we saw, right? And that off-duty cop out of uniform jumped in. So basically the judge didn't know if it was a cop or not. So that's why she punched him in his face. Now, here's what I have a problem with. There's clear evidence on this video that that man was in uniform. How could you tell? There's a body cam.
Yep.
The average man is not walking around with a body cam on that cannot capture the full picture. A cop is. So for someone, but the problem was that comment had thousands of likes, up to 15,000 comments alone. And everyone is saying, "Oh my God, thank you for the right info. Thank you for telling." We all know that this is wrong, so I don't think we need to really touch on that, right? Because this is what happens in our community. The biggest problem is we're not holding each other accountable. Now, when you have clear evidence, everyone refutes the evidence and goes to Instagram for their validation on, oh, well, they're treating Black women bad. They don't care about Black women. They don't want Black women in office. She was in office because she got voted into office.
Right.
No one has a problem with Black people being in office. We have a problem when Black people get office and they abuse their power. On top of abusing their power, they now, act like freaking banshees. What's her name? Pink Book Lesson said it best. This is the city girl mayor. There's no difference between her or someone that acts like Sexy Red.
Yeah, I know.
What's the
That's
difference?
like we said earlier. And see, what I want everybody to point out and to actually look at, this is a professional person who is at a ratchet ass club. Rewind that video back to some of the dudes who were standing out there. Look at the dress attire. This is a professional woman who would let these dusty dudes clap them goddamn judicial butt cheeks. Okay. All right. This is the
There
stuff
we
that we're
go.
talking about.
My
Look
man
at
with the
blue shirt,
with the
look at
brave shirt,
the Braves. Come on, y'all.
the
Come
white tee,
on.
the white. You figure a judge would be somewhere in like a gala, maybe
Not even
somewhere fancy or whatever. No, this is a
Right.
hood chick.
A hood
She's an educated hood chick.
So look, fellas, I mean, deal with this at your own risk. These ladies, they are all the same. I don't care what profession she got. I don't care what degree she has. Hell, if she got a degree, then you already know what it is. A lot of those ladies come out them colleges indoctrinated. They're goddamn, they're damn near just as bad as. Do I want to say this on YouTube? They're almost as racist as
guidelines.
yeah. We want to mess things up, but I'm just saying, it's just how they behave, and you see it. Their professions don't make them better. They're just as ratchet as Sexy Red. They just have a professional government job where they got to adhere to their, paymaster.
Right.
And then they go out here to the streets and they let their hair loose and they go back to their habitat, which is the hood lifestyle, the clubs, the stank breath, basketball jersey wearing dudes breathing all over. Hey, baby girl, what you doing? You want to come home with me tonight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you stupid.
And then she gonna take some of the dudes up on their offer because I mean, look, that lady ain't got. Is she married? I doubt it. I mean, because she in that dusty ass club.
I don't know her. I doubt it, but yeah, because I mean, I can't imagine a husband of any type of status being okay with his wife being caught up in a nightclub with weave on that look crazy. The weave on the floor, half your boob is out. Like, I can't imagine some husband being okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And then now you feel so much of a masculine woman that even if that comment was right, does it make it okay for a woman to be walking up to a man and punching him in his face?
Absolutely not.
You can't beat the man. So why are women doing things like that? Why do you feel like it's okay to do that?
She did it because she felt she had more power than he did. She's a judge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With a job title, especially with our ladies, man. You hear, look at the mayor. I am the mayor. I'm a black mayor. Blah, 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 blah. They all do that. When they get these high positions, it enforces that disgusting ego they have.
Right.
That disgusting ego where they feel like they're above reproach. And and what I try to tell my sisters, look, man, ladies, I definitely care about y'all, especially my melanated women. I definitely care about y'all. But this path, this I'm above reproach, man, that
It's
stuff
destructive, man.
It is destructive. All you're gonna do is make yourself a weak target, like a soft target out here for dudes who looking to harm you. And I'm telling you, all you're gonna do is push away the guys who want to protect you, who want to provide for you, and you're just creating a playing field for all the dudes who don't want to protect you. Like the guys who hate women. They'll tell you all the sweet nothings until pay attention to some of the deaths that we've been having. A lot of the sisters been getting offed out here, man, because they're not paying attention. But
listen, I'm gonna play a bit of Pink Book. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons.
Shout out to Pink
If
Book.
you don't know who she is, please go over there and subscribe, because I love the breakdown of the video that she did on this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's remove this from the stage, and then let's. Oh man, how do we do this? Hold up 1 second. I'm gonna get to it, man. We build it while we fly it. All right. So let's get to it. Here we go. Y'all can see the screen, right?
Yep. I know I can. I can definitely see it.
For Cocoa Puff's self to be down there to the bar beating on the popo. You're supposed to be a dignified woman down there acting like a straight up hood rat. We're going to get into this ridiculous story, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates.
Now with this, a controversial Douglas County judge who once put a bride behind bars
on the news
herself today. Probate court judge Christina Peterson booked into the Fulton County Jail, and Fox 5's IT reporter Johnny Edwards is here to tell us the details on this shocking development in a story that the Fox 5 team has been covering for several years now. Johnny.
That's right. Judge Peterson still serving out the last year of her term, apparently having a night out at the Red Martini Restaurant and Lounge in Buckhead. According to a police report, she was, quote, under the influence when she punched an Atlanta police officer in the head.
After I had an attorney, I would have went to my attorney.
Probate court judges don't normally land in the spotlight, but allegations of bad behavior by Douglas County Judge Christina Peterson just keep piling up. Last year, a state oversight panel accused her of, quote, systemic incompetence after a lengthy judicial misconduct investigation, recommending her removal from the bench. Among the accusations, hauling a bride from Thailand to court, then tossing her in jail because she tried to correct a marriage certificate.
Did you go to this hearing with any idea that you may be going to jail? No.
But now, Judge Peterson faces the criminal justice system herself after her felony arrest early Thursday on allegations of punching an Atlanta police officer in the head. The incident happened at this Buckhead nightclub in the early morning hours Thursday. According to a police report, the probate judge appeared to be, quote, under the influence.
The city girl judge was getting drunk at the Red Martini, where she allegedly had way too many martinis and got to tussling with the police. I told you a long time ago this lady lost her mind, and not just down at the courthouse, but at the HOA in Douglas County too, in her neighborhood. She's been a tyrant, cutting up everywhere. Cutting up so bad they had to drag this lady down to the nasty, filthy Fulton County Jail. And again, this is a horrible look because they're still trying to kick her out of office. Her case is in the Supreme Court right now, and they're supposed to be making a decision pretty soon. So yeah, this is probably the biggest L she could take right now in her failing political career.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a wrap. And that's what I'm saying. So this is why I really don't waste too much time talking a lot of knowledge to older women who are above 30, truth be told. I try to focus on the young ladies because the young ladies that are coming up, they need to avoid this image. They need to avoid it. I'm sorry. This is just the older women. It's done. It's done. There's no coming back from this. This image is stuck to them like glue. There's not a single sister in office right now who don't behave like this.
Yo, what's so crazy is you're seeing it more and more and more every day in different cities. It's not just Atlanta. You're seeing it across the country, from Chicago to Atlanta to, every city, Florida, no matter what, you're seeing our sisters that. And then the bad thing is, like I said, they get into office, then they do some foolery, and then they blame all men for the problem. It's like, no.
You remember on one of the episodes on Sunday, we was talking about how women abuse power. And we have the stats that correlates it, how they tend to abuse power. It's the same thing. Watch anybody that's in a position of power and watch how she abuses it. Right now, we're in that age to where you're going to see a lot of these things come out. Judges, police officers, hell, CEO. Well, we ain't got a lot of
Well,
CEOs.
no, you see a lot of women CEOs as well, but they're getting caught up more with the sleeping with the inmates. So, you know, they're caught up with that big time, man. That Atlanta, it's like Atlanta's the hot spot for foolery, man. I don't know why so much people move out there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Atlanta is it is the black Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, as a black person, you could go to Atlanta and there are, opportunities out there to really, you know what I'm saying, get a high paying career, job, what have you. You know what I'm saying? You can really thrive in Atlanta because it's a black city. But there's a lot of positions that these ladies get out there that, it comes with power. And we've seen our ladies when it comes to motherhood, what they do when they get the kids, when they got the power, the kids come out messed up. Right. Same thing happened in their career fields, man. When they got the power, they mess it up because they get drunk with power. They do. Right. And ladies, hate me all you want, but that's just what it is. That's why anytime you come at me, I'm gonna always have the leverage. I got the power. I'm gonna bust you right upside your head with it.
Yo, you know what? And Quentin had a very good point right here, right? All that hard work. He said, all that hard work and becoming a judge down the drain in less than an hour, of club time.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would you even be there? Listen, I am not a judge. I am not anyone in no crazy step. I'm a YouTuber and I have a regular job. And you will never see me. You will never see me attending the Red Martini.
Nope.
Or anything like it. And if I happen to stumble in it, it's because I thought it was something else. And when I got there, I realized what it was. And I turn my ass around and I go home.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to be in it like that to wait for this.
The places I go, they got to have a strict dress code. So that way it can keep out certain individuals. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to any place where I got to have some musty ass hooligans, bumping up into me and whatnot. That's just ain't my jam. I was doing that back in my 20s, but I'm 43. What? She's a judge. Why she couldn't been at home reading a nice ass book or something, enhancing her mind?
Her grandchild.
Yeah,
that's what a woman like her would have been doing back in the day. At home reading the book to her grandchild. Now she in the club competing, which is going to be this Sunday's topic. The older women competing with the younger women.
Oh, it's about to get buck nasty raw Sunday, y'all.
So it's going to be a crazy topic. Please tune in. But this is the problem. She should not be in a place where 20-something-year-old men are attending, where 20-something-year-old women are attending. Why would you even be there? I don't care what they say. If they could be like, oh, well, most likely it's an older crowd in the spot. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? The point is it's a hood spot.
It is. It's a hood spot. But that's just where she's at. The job title,
stupid.
The job title, her career don't change where she's at. You know what I'm saying? Once you don't let a dusty, you know what I'm saying, rip them butt cheeks, baby. That's where you at. You see, she hovering around the dusties because that's where her appetite is for. Ain't nobody else above her status or near her status is going to want her.
At all.
At all. So
at all.
Dusty begets dusty.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Damn shame, lady. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh, damn shame. Anyways, this was a great episode, man.
Yes,
thank you. I'm so chill for coming in the building. On top of that, thank you for the super chat. As usual, my guy. Much appreciated. Also, thank you to the big homie Quint for his super chat, supporting the channel as well.
That's my dude.
Yeah, that's my guy Quint right there, y'all. Greatly appreciated. And also you, Professor, and also everyone in the comments. Everyone that's watching this live, please stay tuned. Gotta keep in mind, let's do better as a community. Then that way we can get together and it won't be a bunch of foolishness. Time to go back to work.
God damn.
That sounds like a 1991 pager.
I need a loud ass alarm. It's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Yo, listen. Thank y'all so much for joining Chill. Much appreciated. Great topics. This was a fun show. Good show. We're going to keep this going, y'all.
All day.
Peace.
Make you wanna stay.